It shows that these people have no concern about the people. This group of people have no concern about the well-being of Guyanese.
Is, you know what I mean, a long time them a call for repairs or even, you know what I mean, for this ferry put out a commission because it's so old. So how is it that you're going to arrest these brothers, but you're not going to arrest the government officials?
I think the Attorney General in that clip has done a couple of very injurious things. Outside of the fact that the captain and the first mate don't steer the ship.
The facts are that the captain and the other in charge were drunk. Narcos said they were drunk, and that is why they were charged. We understand, and we are saying the boat, yes, maybe has some fault.
Came off the boat and I asked her, I said, how was the trip? How was it? And her only response to me was, it was good, but I would never do that again. She called me actually and she said, did you see what happens on the boat? And I said, you know, yeah, I heard about it. Like, what? And she said, yeah, that's why I said I would never do that again. I was like, but mom, that was how it was?
Talk the things, me comfy, talk the things, you hear? Talk the things, me comfy, talk the things, you hear me? Talk the things, me comfy, talk the things. Me no business, me no care if them screw face, whoa. Talk the things, me comfy, talk the things, you hear me? Talk the things, me comfy, talk the things, whoa. Talk the things, me comfy, talk the things. Me no business, me no care if them no worry.
You could give them your heart, and I'm gonna still say that's not enough. Jah alone knows that you got it tough. He restored my soul like Lazarus and told me to live right even when man and just. Yo, this is Alabama, your Guyanese artist representative for Talk the Things TV, where we talk the things. Yo, big up Fire Feelings, and remember, comment, like, and follow. Alabama representing, you know. Boom!
Yeah, what we thought the things, so y'all know what we thought the things. Neighbors, we're going on, viewers and subscribers. Welcome to a fresh upload of a fresh update. Welcome back to Let's Start the Things TV. Your boy Fire Feelings, aka Mr. Let's Start the Things in the building. Putting in some works on this Sunday, so definitely know how it goes already. We're going to be back Monday with our live, and you know it goes already, alright? But nevertheless, man, I have to tap in with you with upload part 2. You don't know we say how we do it. As you see how we start the video, you know with any pot bubbling, you know what they should to the plate, and you know what they're on the menu. Make sure you guys stick around to the end of the content to get every little detail, alright? Remember, if it's your first time over here, feel free to give the video a thumbs up, smash that subscribe button, put your post notification bell on. 50K by year end. That's our manifesto. Run up the likes on this one and drop those comments. On every video we drop, I want you guys to drop your comments and let me know what's your thoughts. So we're not going to waste no time. Let's jump into the upload. Now we got this young man here, or should we say this big brother. Definitely a lot of persons are upset with what's going on. Definitely since the MB Barima boat has sink with 100 and something persons on it. Them says 70 something persons to 80 something person died. A lot of persons was not, and some persons was rescued, but they haven't found most of the people. Now, there's a big debate in pertaining to this ship being raised and also. But what this big brother is talking about is factual, because guess what? The only thing could make the government know that we serious is if we unite together, if we protest, if we stop work, if we stop supporting. I know it's kind of hard. I know. Enough time when I hear that, I say, who Guyanese? Not them, boy. But we could do it, bro. We could do it. I know it's Amerindian people and pastor, but look at these people as one people like all of we. Come on, what's the allocation? But anyway, listen to this brother here, so, and let me know in the comment section what's your thoughts. My Guyanese brothers and sisters, home and abroad, this is a wake-up call for all of us. If this tragedy do not bring the people of Guyana together, I do not know what will. It shows clearly that what is more important to these guys that we have managing the affairs of our country. You just imagine
We have just lost so many lives at the hands of the people who are supposed to protect us. They are trying to persecute or throw the blame on someone who have no power, the captain and the team. These people do not have no power. All these people job is to take this vessel to its destination and back. The government is the people who's supposed to make sure that this vessel is fit to do the job that it's supposed to do. Not those captain, not the captain and his team. So anybody who's supposed to be responsible is the government, or hold accountable is the government. And you just imagine, people are hurting, families, friends are hurting. In fact, the whole of Guyana has been moved with this incident. And these guys is busy in Parliament trying to pass bill to benefit themselves. It just shows the mind and the mindset of these people. These people do not care about Guyanese, and all of you Guyanese who are sitting silent because this does not concern you, or because this is not your family, just sit and imagine if you are in a public transportation and you are right there seeing your kid that you love is drowned in right beside you, and you cannot do anything about it. This would live with these people for years. And look at the body language of these politicians. Just look at the body language of these politicians. In any other country, it would have been different. It shows that these people have no concern about the people. This group of people have no concern about the well-being of Guyanese. These are human beings. Look how they bury the people. And you know what? Those innocent people, that captain and his team, those are the people who would suffer. When the person who is responsible, that's why you has been put there to manage our home in their bed with their family, sleeping, and coming in Parliament to pass bill. Who is these people really? And the Guyanese people are silent. I said to you guys in several videos that no election would not take these people out of power. We could talk and talk and talk and talk. These people has been made up their mind to suppress Guyanese. They already made up their mind to suppress the people of Guyana. And going out there and protest would not help. I said this and I said this over and over and over. The only way these people would feel and realize who have the real power in Guyana is if you guys do what I said in those videos. All Guyanese, because this affects all Guyanese. The same thing with Adriana Young. The people who always been responsible is the ones who always be protected. And the ones who are least responsible is the ones who have to suffer. In Adriana Young case, the superintendent, police, who was supposed to protect the people, mislead the people, try to divert the people to move for them to do their evil. And who suffer? Poor Guyanese who go out there and protest the wrongdoing. You go out there and you protest peacefully or however, they would find a way to persecute you. I say the only way the Guyanese people could make these guys really and truly know who have the power in Guyana, you guys have to reroll your services. No one in Guyana should go out to work. No work. And stay home as long as you could. And let me see how these people who tell themselves they're the Lord and they're God of Guyana could run the country, could run all the ministry. You have the power. Because these people do not care about you. They do not care. It's clear to see. It's all about money, money, money. They do not know about Parliament until they want money to spend. Nothing else is not important in Guyana for these politicians, these criminals, because they are not politicians. They are criminals because they are stealing from our country. If a person go and thief a bunch of Bora, he could be persecuted. And these people are stealing by the billions and the millions. And they are walking and smiling. There is no law for them. The law is only for the poor in Guyana. These politicians could do as they like. And their friends. And their colleagues and families. But the longest rope would get the end. People pray for Mr. Mohammed because what Mr. Mohammed is doing, we cannot, as a people, we cannot pay Mr. Mohammed for the job that he's doing for the people of Guyana. So keep Mr. Mohammed in your prayers because they would go anyhow and anywhere to destroy Mr. Mohammed's life. This is what I have to say on this video. I'm up.
Well, viewers and subscribers, I just know what the big man would be there saying, and enough time I said to myself, I just hope if Guyana could do stuff like this, car, for instance, you know, we could go back to a little farming and everything. Things could happen. You know what I mean? Draft a 2 foul, 3 foul, and put them in a pen or something. Something got to happen, bro. And persons are saying, mostly because it's Amerindian people, that's why a widespread in broke out with you know, maybe if it was Indians or Negroes. But I don't know how true that is. Let me know in the comment section how you guys really feel about that in the comment section. Now we got everybody coming out and talk about it. A few days I show you that we had the trainees them definitely speaking about this situation because a lot of persons seeing it as free with these two, or should we say the captain and his 2 co-workers charging with murder. Where's the viewers? Take a listen to my Jamaican Virginie with what he got to say about this whole vessel situation.
Watch this.
That's what somebody prayers say this morning, Father God. And somebody prayers this morning, Father God. I deserve this, Father God. Please not on me, Father. Please not some prayers, Father God. Oh, Lord, we come, my way. Everybody knows the whole vessel is going to people who are 87 years old, that vessel. The vessel of the life is the vessel. I'm walking. The vessel ran out of gold, I was ran out. The vessel when I was stuck, the rescue trying to find us. The vessel when you have an E1. Oh, God, oh, look at those nice graphics, expired in 2022. And my time in the inspection and the like that vessel, look things like that.
Alright, so first and foremost, let me just say condolences to the, you know what I mean, brothers and sisters who lost their life when this ferry sank in Guyana. And a special condolence to the Amerindian community. You understand? The brothers and sisters from the tribe of Asher, of the 12 lost tribes of Israel. Our heart goes out to you and our prayers you know what I mean, goes out to you as well. But I don't know what the situation is with these brothers. You know what I mean? I don't know if they were, you know what I mean, being irresponsible on the job, drinking. I don't know how true that is. But one thing we know for sure, you understand, they were not the only reason why, if any at all, why this ferry sank and took the lives of the people that it took. Because when we understand is, you know what I mean, a long time them a call for repairs or even, you know what I mean, for this ferry put out a commission because it's so old. So how is it that you are going to arrest these brothers, but you're not going to arrest the government officials who never answer the cries for repairs or putting this ferry out of commission? You understand? This seems like them a try use, you know what I mean, poor people as a scapegoat. We have a saying here in Jamaica, God now sleep. You understand? And he definitely now sleep when it comes to feeding people, the children of Israel. And with that, follow this page where ISUPK Jamaica, under commanding General Yohana, black people in the Caribbean and Hispanics and Native Indians throughout North, Central and South America are the 12 lost tribes of Israel. Get inside the school, you know what I mean? Get inside the ISUPK. Learn your history as being God's chosen people. And with that, shalom.
I'm telling you, it's simple and plain. Once again, I gotta say it and I keep saying it. We don't have to go to college. You ain't gotta got 20-something subject. Even you ain't gotta get 10 subject for no though. It's common sense, bro. It's common sense. But we all know what the government depend on. We know. Remember, scapegoat. That's it. You understand? But leave your comments in the comment section. Let me know what's your thoughts, definitely. Now we got Miss Amanda, should I say, sorry. Alongside a man called Sharon Duncan. Sharon Duncan, yes, Sharon Duncan, definitely. Speaking upon this situation here. Now, basically, upon what Mr. Nandalal said, let's just show you how these men them is come on the internet, talk a bunch of garbage and think people must just run with it just. So viewers, take a listen to this.
Look at this. Some comments that the AG brought forward on this very subject matter of these gentlemen. And I want to get your thoughts on the other side.
The man who driving the boat, who was drunk, and the first mate who was also drunk and under the influence, and who were in charge of the boat, and who apparently were not at the wheel at the time, they must go free. Which part of planet Earth are these people living?
Yeah, so we heard that they were under the influence of cannabis, and now we're hearing that they're drunk. Now, none of that has been tested as yet in a court of law. But again, here's the Attorney General. Amanza.
I think the Attorney General in that clip has done a couple of very injurious things. Outside of the fact that the captain and the first mate don't steer the ship, that is done by a helmsman. But I'm sure he's just ignorant of how these things operate, and so he speaks. The other thing that he has done, in my view, is that he's prejudiced these three gentlemen's ability to get a fair trial in Guyana because he has poisoned the jury pool. How are these men going to get a fair trial of 12 of their peers when the chief legal officer of the government has been the judge, jury, and executioner in their case? He has prejudiced them. He has prejudiced their case. There is no way these men will be able to get a fair trial now. No way. And so, for political expediency and because they want somebody to pin something on, because they have to provide somebody for people to be angry at, so that the anger is not directed towards them and their administrative oversights and failures, and the fact that they had an 87-year-old vessel on the water, and the fact that this boat was declared unseaworthy on at least 2 occasions, and the fact that they failed to finish the wharf in time, and the fact that the replacement vessel was being used as a party boat by the First Lady, and the fact that the MV Militia that was purchased could not enter into PK because Port Kaituma, rather, because the wharf was not done, and the fact that the rafts, the safety rafts on the vessel were not serviceable, some of them. The fact that this vessel had gone under so much patchwork, and the fact that there was a tender of $125 million out for this vessel because it was basically in an unseaworthy condition. So they have to put somebody out there for people to be angry at. But I want to remind people that justice does not mean that somebody got to pay. Justice means that the right people must pay.
Well, viewers and subscribers, as you just now heard Mistress Amanza. Yes. Well, viewers and subscribers, as you just now heard Mistress Amanza with what she's saying. And basically, it seems that they're done getting into the government head. That is not registering into the government head. It's like they feel like they could just do anything and we ain't seen it. Come on. The spicy mighty person say Guyanese stupid, and we know some of them stupid. Some of them got enough sense. Good sense, but them is just behave stupid. Yeah. Because I know me Guyanese brothers and sisters ain't stupid. Them is just want to take these things with them is they're taking. But it's foolishness, because guess why? When you keep letting people do this to you, them it's a thing called them taking your kindness or weakness. So them keep using you and abusing you. So this is where I want to be. A person will take using and abuse. Well, not me, but I stalk out. I stand up. Yeah, I telling you, but leave your comments in the comment section. Let me know what's your thoughts. Now we're talking about talking stupidness and listening to stupid people. These are some stupid people. You know, we still got to bring them on the platform just to show how stupid they are. Take a listen to these guys.
That the captain and the other in charge were drunk. Narcotics, they were drunk, and that is why they were charged. We understand, and we are saying the boat, yes, maybe has some fault, and it did, and we should have maybe replaced it earlier. But what contributed to it? You understand? The man in charge of the boat was drunk, and nobody, and the third person in charge was nowhere behind the wheels as per se. And that is why they were charged. And that does not take that to the minister now or to the government. We will have to learn from this experience. We will have to get better boat and better things. You said the Titanic had the first voyage, it was saying. In about 50 years ago, Dr. Tara, in St. Kitts, there was a big boat, 255 or 256 passengers got drunk on a trip. That was one of the biggest or ever biggest catastrophe with a boat event. Do we blame the politician for that? Do we blame the government for that? It's a tragedy. But what we have to do is to learn and execute everything. I think from this experience here, they will imply all the rules and regulation and get seaworthy ship.
Well, I'm going to take back what I went saying. It don't look like all of the men them stupid because I could see the expression on some of them face. But this particular one that talking garbage out his mouth. What coming like his mouth is a toilet. Stupid. This is called educated fools. Now, you said them had an incident similar to this whereby 200 and something person drowned. If we should blame the government. We didn't even know if the government did get blamed, but did the captain get blamed? We didn't hear the captain drunk. Did the captain was arrested? What could have made that happen? How you know this man was drunk? When a person drunk, you know how drunk is high and drunk is two different things. Drunk, you don't know what you're doing. So you're trying to tell me there was nobody around to see this man drunkenness before you go up on the boat. Of course, the government got to get blamed because that is the year we just say, yes, we know you had to fix the boat. What do you mean you had to fix the boat? So this is how you always look at things. Yeah, we know you had to fix it, but you don't mean you gotta blame the government. Really? Really? So who gotta fix the boat? Jesus Christ, baby, yo. Like tell you, see why you stay on me here? Is not when you hear big people talking instruments. Anyway, I found the video with a young lady speaking about her grandmother on the same incident, or should I say, witnessing the loopholes within the boat. But before we jump into that video, a word from our sponsors. Having a skin problem, especially your face, experiencing spots, not removing, experiencing acne, and more, definitely you need to contact Miss Shelly Campbell. Yes, she have the skincare solution for all ages, the #1 direct selling skincare company in the world. Now guys, for more information, if you are interested, remember the summertime, don't punish yourself to look the way you don't want to. So here what's up. Contact Miss Shelly Campbell on 917-602-8456, or you could visit her on her Instagram at MK_Shelly3. Remember, 917-602-8456 or her Instagram MK_Shelly3. It is the #1 direct selling skincare company in the world, and this is a skincare solution for all ages. Thank you.
A few years ago, my mom took the MV Barima to Port Kaituma. At the time, I was working for Reunion Manganese, and I was working in Matthews Ridge, and she was working in Arakaka on a school feeding program. And my mom, her cousin, and her boyfriend at the time took the MV Barima to Port Kaituma to see how the travel works, and I was there. I encouraged her. I put my mom on the boat. 2 days later, I was in Matthews Ridge. I landed at work, and then I made my way to Port Kaituma. And she came off the boat, and I asked her, I said, how was the trip? How was it? And her only response to me was, it was good, but I would never do that again. Come Sunday, she called me actually, and she said, did you see what happened on the boat? And I said, yeah, I heard about it. Like, what? And she said, yeah, that's why I said I would never do that again. I was like, but mom, that was how it was, and that's why she said, yeah, because I knew if I told you, you would want to do something about it. And it broke my heart to hear that. The reason it broke my heart to hear that is, as a people, we sometimes don't want to make trouble. And it's taken me all but 4 to 5 business days to say something about it. I've received calls. Other professionals have reached out to me to say, what are you gonna say? And for the longest time, I didn't know what I was gonna say. Because what is there to say? What is there to say? What can I say? Is anything I say going to bring the person's back? Is there anything to say? In safety, we have a concept called ALARP. It's called as low as reasonably possible. If you've ever worked with me on any project, you know I'm a stickler. Like I'm a beast. But at the end of the day, my job is to make sure the risk you face is as low as reasonably possible. Which means if you're about to climb a building or scale a building or do a job on a roof, I have to make sure the risk you face, the likelihood and probability that you will fall off of that thing and die, is as low as reasonably possible. That's my job. Because if you do fall off and die, and if something happens to you, as the responsible party, that's what I'll be measured by. Did I take reasonable steps to ensure or to reduce the risk of death or injury to as low as reasonably possible? And when we look at how this tragedy happened, how it's being managed, what is being communicated about it, how it's potentially going to be investigated, how it's being viewed and managed as a catastrophe, I am saddened to say that those in charge don't seem to care that they didn't do what needed to be done to make sure the risk associated with this level of travel was as low as reasonably possible. I don't know, after 15 years as a safety professional, I don't know what to say. And the thing is, it's not just the risk. There are people who are not even interested in reducing that risk down for us. Like, listening to the statements by Marad, listening to the statements by Transport, looking at the tug of war between the government, Home Affairs, Ministry of Public Infrastructure, and this one and the other. On projects, we have something called a RACI chart. It's the foundation for communication. It's a RACI chart. One, who is responsible, who is accountable, who is consulted, and who is informed. Who is responsible? The persons actually doing the job on the ground are those who are considered responsible. The ones who are consulted are the regulators. Anybody who's going to audit this process, anybody who has to come afterwards and audit or hold the process to a standard, hold the work to a standard, is consulted. Anyone who needs the information as part of what they are doing, or the persons you are reporting to, they are informed. And the one who owns the money, who has the bag, who goes for the budget, is always the accountable one. My condolences to the families and friends, and to those who are suffering losses as a result of the MV Burima tragedy. My hopes and prayers go out for my country as we build not just only infrastructure, not just only physical assets, but we also build social assets that will help to grow our country beyond the place that it's in today. Because the last time I had to talk about this, it was girls in a fire. And since then, nothing has changed. But hopefully we are all outraged enough to make a difference this time. Hope this helps, and bye for now.
Well, viewers and subscribers, that's the female that I was telling you about on most of the upload. Finally found the video and you could hear it for yourself with what she said. Let me know in the comment section, definitely, because I'm trending, to see how she feel. You know what I mean? And what she's been saying is very positive. But the point is, the trouble. You hear she say? Yeah. We got times we got to do the body. We got to, even if it's peaceful, we know they're going to still try to come around with, but still, you got to do something. But y'all leave your comments in the comment section. Let me know what's your thoughts on this. Anyway, there's a part we come to that conclusion. We got to pull the curtain down. Yes. We got to bring it to the end. So you don't know what's up. If you watch the video so far, feel free to give the video a thumbs up, smash that subscribe button, put your post notification bell on, and remember, run up the likes on this one is to drop those comments, give the video a hype. Once again, happy belated emancipation. Emancipate thyself from mental slavery. Not but ourselves could free our mind. Stay safe. Have a blessed Sunday. Until tomorrow, Monday, we back on it again. We out.